the tiny kingdom of Glocken, long, long ago, lived a wise and noble king. The king ruled his people with great kindness, and the people, in turn, loved the king and lived in peace. The king built a great tower with 4 fine bells hanging high in the rafters. Fastened to each bell was a long rope that almost reached to the ground. Then the king spoke.
My people, these beautiful bells are your bells. When there is trouble, when times are hard, these bells remind you of better things and bring you comfort. When you despair, ring one bell for hope. When you and your neighbor argue, ring 2 bells for peace. When someone despises you, ring 3 bells for love. When your heart is heavy with sorrow, ring 4 bells for joy. The bells are for all of you, both rich and poor, old and young. Let even the least among you, the youngest child, toll the bells in time of trouble, and long after I am gone, a tiny child will come and be a great king who will bring you salvation.
Throughout the years, the people rang the bells many times. Peace and love prevailed, and the tiny kingdom prospered. In time, the good king died. Without his wise guidance, the people began to quarrel and fight with one another. They rang the bell for love, but they forgot how to love one another. They thought the bells alone could fix all their problems. Soon the bells rang continuously, driving everybody crazy. The bell ropes began to wear out from so much ringing. Little by little, the lower rope strands unraveled and broke off. As time passed, the ropes became so short that only the tallest people could ring them. Eventually, the ropes completely disintegrated and the great tower fell silent. The tower bells became the stuff of legend and ancient fable told to the children to remind them of better times, when there was peace and joy in the land. And since they could no longer hear the sounds of hope and love from the bells in the tower, the people grew bitter and afraid. But all through the kingdom, mothers would still sing this song to their children.
To the ancient story I tell.
Late one night, a strange camel caravan approached the tiny kingdom. The caravan bore 3 wise ones carrying precious treasure from distant lands. They stopped at the city gate.
Oh, who goes there?
Your 3 wise ones from the east who have traveled many miles in search for their king. Do you know where she is?
King, we have no king. We do not allow strangers in our land. Go away.
Weary from their journey, the wise ones groaned a great sigh of despair. Suddenly, a single bell tolled through the chill of the night air.
Do you hear what I hear? It is the bells of hope that, as told us in ancient legend, who is the king that you face?
He is a tiny child who...
He's a tiny child who's a great king.
He is a tiny child who is a great king. Oh, I forgot.
He's a tiny child who's a great king.
Thomas long ago, the stars led us to this place in search of him.
With the light of hope rekindled in his heart, the gatekeeper joined the caravan. As the camel bells rang, they walked through the narrow, deserted streets. Frightened townspeople hid behind locked doors.
Walking through the streets in a camel caravan, following the shops and strides across the land, we hear a distant bell. It rings out loud and clear, caroling the news. Do you hear what we hear? Oh, ring the bell, ring the bell, ring it loud and clear. Tiny King, help will bring, maybe he is here. Oh, ring the bell, ring it loud and clear, loud and clear. Everything he brings to us, hear what we hear. The promised King is near.
As the caravan rounded a dark corner, it encountered 2 town guards making their nightly rounds.
Halt! Who goes there? We are 3 wise ones from the east, traveled many miles from distant lands in search of a newborn king. Do you know where he is?
We have no king, and why did the gatekeeper let you enter our kingdom?
I heard the bell of hope. Maybe one of these men will lead us to the promised king.
Are you crazy? That is just a fairy tale. I'll lock you up in the old tower and throw away the key.
Suddenly, 2 bells sounded through the chill of the night air.
Do you hear what I hear?
I heard it. Those are the bells of peace. The bells of peace are ringing.
Come join us on our journey to find a newborn king.
We 3 kings of Orient are, bearing this we traverse afar. Field and fountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star. We 3 folk of Glocken be, following the wise ones we. Bells are ringing, we are singing, 3 Glocken folk are we. Oh, do you hear the great bells ring? Do you hear the news they bring? Bells are pealing, peace revealing, guide us to the newborn King.
The growing caravan continued through the town. After a short distance, they came upon an old inn. One of the wise ones knocked at the door. An angry innkeeper responded.
What do you want?
We are the three wise kings from the east who have traveled many miles from distant lands in search of a newborn king. Do you know where we might find him?
King, we have no king.
What kind of crazy people are you going around late at night, going knocking on doors in a country where you don't belong?
You weirdos, troublemakers, stirring up a bunch of nonsense about a king.
I know what to do with you. Oh, restless foreign gentlemen, do you know who they are? Oh, restless quick, what kind of net will travel from afar? They need a shrink, their camel stick will tell you what we think. They are three crazy strangers, lock them up to their tower, take them lock them Arrest these foreign gentlemen, do you know who they are? Arrest them quick, what kind of nut will travel from afar? They neither shrink their camel stick will tell you what we think. They are three crazy strangers, lock them up to the tower, take them lock them up.
Suddenly, 3 bells tolled through the chill of the night air.
Do you hear what I hear? It is the bells of love, as in told in an ancient legend.
The star reappeared, shining like a beacon upon the old tower. The wise ones and their caravan of townspeople entered in. And there they found Joseph, Mary, and the infant Jesus. They knelt and worshipped the child, presenting him with treasures of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. As the wise ones bowed in reverence, the kingdom was filled with the joyous pealing of all 4 bells. The bells told the glad news of the birth of the new king, who would banish their sorrows and give them peace. As the gospel of salvation rang throughout the land, people threw open their doors and spilled out into the streets. The bells were ringing again. Hope for time had come, a new day was dawning. All the people of the kingdom came to the tower to hear the bells and welcome their newborn king.
Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him in Christ the Lord. He is born the holy child. Ring the bells, oh, ring them merrily. He is born the holy child. Ring the bells for the infant mild. The pages of the past, prophets have foretold his coming. Through long ages of the past, now the child has come at last. He is born the holy child. Ring the bells, oh, ring them merrily. He is born the holy child. Ring the bells for the infant mild.
It was the dawn of a peaceable kingdom ruled by Jesus, who is the King of Kings. He came as a special gift from God of hope, peace, love, and joy. He had come as a tiny child, for as the wise king had long ago promised, a tiny child will bring you salvation. So ring the news throughout the land, Jesus Christ is born.